Okay, this is on the Moss job, number 55623, installed on 120 and 21 by Jason and Isaac. So if you come up the stairs, this person works for Gunther's, lease, so do an extra good job. Anyway, come up the stairs, we're replacing the top floor furnace. It sits on a base, so our new furnace will sit lined up with that ductwork, which is 7 inches over. I had to move it over half an inch so our filter would slide out. And also had to put a box under our filter. That's why things are different, just so we can get above our drain. Otherwise we'd have to put in a pump. So that's why it's kind of messed up, because I had to redo it. Anyway, we have piece number 1, and the back will sit 1 inch off the back wall. Then we have a 7-inch filter box, furnace, coil, piece number 2, and a canvas. Cut line right there. Okay. Combustion air, not applicable. They do have one, but we're getting rid of it. So the vent, so I wrote down run 2-inch PVC up combustion and B vent, but I changed it if you want, because we are also going to add a return air into the office, which is an 8-inch 12 by 12 over the door. So I give you 25 feet of flex, and I give you 2 options. You can tap into this duct for the return, or remove this and come down in its place with the 8-inch and do hard pipe down to the base. That seems like it would probably be a little bit better. But if you did that, then you'd run your vent, cut this off here, the ceiling, run your 2-inch PVC up here, and your other 2-inch just up into the attic. But you're gonna, you're gonna get rid of this, cut it in the attic below, because you're gonna put a concentric through this. That's right. But your 2-inch and just go up into the attic and then join your concentric up there. So that one, cut the B vent in the attic, and then I gave you a rain guard for the roof, and cut it where you need to, and then bring your concentric, 2-inch concentric through. I also gave you a 7-inch cap, so you can either cap it here. I know it goes up in 90s, but you can cut it off in the attic and cap it on the roof or below. On the roof makes more sense to me, so it doesn't fill up with water, but probably won't anyway because there's a cap on it. Matter of fact, you can probably put the cap on and then put the Chinaman cap back on top of that on the roof if you wanted. I was out there. It is a tall roof. I didn't see if we need an extension ladder, so I will look before I go and let you know. Okay, so gas. So from the caulk, you're going to add a 1/2 by 20, and then a flex to a T, drip leg, 12-inch into the furnace. Your AC, you're going to flush the 3/4 line set, give you 12 feet of 3/4 Rubatex. Gonna need a new 36-inch pad, reuse the existing disconnect, and I'll look at that again. I'll put you on pause in a minute and look at that again, because the disconnect right now is in between two air conditioners. So since we have to have Parker come change the breaker to a 20 amp Eaton, I may have him just move the disconnect, but I'm not sure out there yet. I'll let you know. Okay, drain to the existing drain here. It's going to be close, but we should be right above it by my measurements. Also, add a coil safety. And I'm going to stop right there because I forgot, well, I'll get back to it. I was going to say I forgot this insulation part under the furnace, but we'll get back to that. Thermostat, so we're going to leave the existing in the hallway, but we're going to abandon it right there. We're going to add a new Ecobee stat in her bedroom, which is over here. And we're going to add the sensor, Ecobee sensor, in the office, which is over here. We're going to set up the stat so at night the stat reads off the thermostat, and in the daytime it reads off the sensor in the office. Okay, so looks like there's only a 2-wire out to the condenser. So we're going to need a transformer out there, and I'm not sure if Jamie said a relay, I can't remember, but I'll order a transformer and if a relay if needed. Stat. Power, we use the existing. You may have to move it on the other side if we don't have room here, because I moved the furnace a 1/2 inch over and it's kind of tight. Return air. So we're going to add this 12 by 12 flat grill. I forgot to write the grill. But that box with the cap and a 25 feet of flex and a 90, and then 10 feet of pipe, and tap into the floor where the combustion air was if you decide to go that route, or tap into this. Okay, so line the return air bottom under base with 1-inch liner. So I'm giving you 38 by 60. That's the width of this, and then 60 will come out to about here. And then just put it in there and secure it with drives or something so it can't pull up. To the floor. And you're going to have to do that obviously before you put in this base. You can also take off this grill and reach in there and secure what you need to. Also, there is a grill on the other side of this wall in the bedroom right here. That is loud, that we are going to baffle. So I gave you a 12-inch tall by 48 duckboard. So I'm not sure what it looks like under here, but just baffle that so it's not as loud with the blower right into it. Okay, that's it. I'm gonna put you on mute and or pause, and we'll go outside. Okay, so outside we have this AC. So the disconnect's right here, and it doesn't meet code 3 feet in between them. So I'm just going to give a 4x4 box with a flat cover and have Parker move the disconnect over here. And I'm just going to give you a 20 amp QO breaker to put in the disconnect, if you would prefer that instead of the Eaton inside, because I'm not quite positive. There was no breaker 20 amp, so I knew it had to be replaced. I just didn't know what one it was. So find it and label it. So right now they have squares, little 12 by 12 squares. So we'll just level a new pad on top of these squares. And I'll obviously replace this insulation. That's it. Thanks.